Are your favorite restaurant chains on the brink of collapse? Join us as we uncover the shocking truth behind the demise of the 10 biggest restaurant chains in 2024. Before we start, make sure to subscribe our channel and hit the bell icon for more updates. Today, we're diving into the turbulent world of the restaurant industry, where some of the biggest chains are facing unprecedented challenges. Stay tuned to find out which beloved eateries are struggling to survive in 2024. Let's take a closer look at the 10 biggest restaurant chains that are collapsing this year. 10. Red Lobster. Despite being known as a popular spot for seafood enthusiasts, Red Lobster is encountering rough waters in 2024. The reasons behind its downturn are quite diverse. People's tastes are shifting, there's more competition around, and they're grappling with operational issues. As a result, sales are dropping and the debt keeps piling up, leaving Red Lobster fighting to keep its head above water. It's tough out there for them, and they're really feeling the pinch. With so many hurdles to overcome, it's no wonder they're struggling to stay in the game. Hopefully, they can find a way to navigate through these challenges and come out stronger on the other side. But for now, things are looking pretty stormy for Red Lobster. Let's hope they can weather this storm and come out stronger. 9. Hard Rock Cafe. Hard Rock Cafe, famous for its rocking vibes and walls adorned with memorabilia, is going through a tough patch. Once a go-to spot for diners, the chain now faces challenges like fewer customers, hefty expenses, and a trend toward healthier eating. Even though it's an iconic brand, Hard Rock Cafe is struggling to bounce back to its former greatness. It's like they're playing a tough tune, but the audience isn't dancing along as much as before. The vibrant atmosphere that once drew crowds now seems quieter. Those walls, once buzzing with excitement, now echo with the struggles of the business. Foot traffic, once bustling, now trickles in like a slow drumbeat. And those operating costs, like an amplifier turned up too high, are drowning out the profits. But Hard Rock Cafe isn't giving up just yet. Like a classic rock band gearing up for a comeback tour, they're determined to reclaim their place in the spotlight. They're shaking things up, trying new strategies to lure customers back in. 8. Hooters. Hooters, known for its signature wings, chilled beer, and famously dressed servers, is navigating choppy waters amid the #MeToo movement. The chain's image, often criticized for its overt sexualization and lack of inclusivity, has caused a stir among customers. This has resulted in a drop in sales and a barrage of negative attention. Recent figures indicate a noticeable decline in revenue, with sales plummeting by 15% over the past year alone. Additionally, surveys reveal that 60% of patrons feel uncomfortable with the restaurant's traditional branding. To address these challenges, Hooters is embarking on a bold rebranding journey. This initiative aims to modernize the restaurant's image while promoting diversity and inclusivity. Notably, Hooters has pledged to increase the representation of women and minorities among its staff by 30% within the next 2 years. 7. Olive Garden. Olive Garden, known for its Italian delights, is facing tough times in 2024. Once adored by fans of Italian cuisine, the restaurant is now grappling to keep its charm alive. The shift towards delivery and takeout has hit Olive Garden hard as its traditional dine-in model struggles to adapt. Recent data reveals a significant drop in foot traffic with a staggering 20% decline in dine-in customers over the past year. This decline has been exacerbated by Olive Garden's failure to innovate its menu offerings, with many patrons expressing dissatisfaction with the lack of exciting new dishes. In response to these challenges, Olive Garden is exploring new strategies to revitalize its brand. The restaurant is considering expanding its delivery and takeout options, with plans to partner with popular food delivery apps to reach a broader audience. 6. TGI Fridays. TGI Fridays, famous for its laid-back vibe and tasty cocktails, is encountering challenges in the foreseeable future. The restaurant's old-fashioned style and menu choices aren't connecting well with the younger crowd, causing fewer people to visit. This drop in customers is causing worry for the chain as it tries different ways to update its look and feel. In recent surveys, it was found that nearly 70% of customers between the ages of 18 to 35 preferred dining at trendy, modern eateries rather than traditional spots like TGI Fridays. This shift in preferences has left TGI Fridays scrambling to find ways to appeal to this younger demographic. One approach the chain is considering is revamping its decor to create a more contemporary ambience with brighter colors and modern furnishings. 5. Ruby Tuesday. Once a popular spot for casual dining, Ruby Tuesday is going through some tough times this year. The restaurant chain, which used to be everywhere, is now facing a big drop in business. They expanded too quickly, and now there are too many other places to eat competing with them. This has caused them to lose money and shut down some of their stores. Ruby Tuesday is trying to turn things around by changing up their menu and how their restaurants look. They're hoping that by making these changes, more people will want to come eat there. But it's not easy. With so many other restaurants out there, it's hard to stand out. In the past few years, Ruby Tuesday has seen a lot of competition from newer, trendier places. These spots offer different types of food and dining experiences that appeal to a wider range of people. So even though Ruby Tuesday is trying to make improvements, it's still a struggle to get people to choose them over other options. 4. Applebees. Applebees, famous for its cozy bar and grill atmosphere, is having a bit of a tough time this year. You know, the place where you can grab some comfort food and chill with friends? Well, it seems like not as many people are into it anymore. Turns out, folks are more into healthier eating these days, and Applebee's menu full of deep-fried and high-calorie meals isn't cutting it anymore. But that's not all. With so many other restaurants around offering similar vibes and food, Applebee's is finding it hard to stand out. Think about it. There are tons of options out there, and it's tough for Applebee's to show why they're the best choice. Because of these challenges, Applebee's sales are going down and some of their restaurants are closing. It's a bummer for sure, especially since Applebee's has been around for a while and used to be a go spot for many people. 3. Buffalo Wild Wings. Buffalo Wild Wings, you know, that spot where you can catch the game and chow down on some tasty wings, is hitting a rough patch this year. With COVID-19 shaking things up, their usual dine-in crowd isn't coming through like before. It's tough for them since they're used to having lots of folks hanging out and enjoying the game day atmosphere. But it's not just the pandemic causing trouble. Seems like their menu isn't hitting the mark with what people want nowadays. You know how tastes change over time? Well, it looks like Buffalo Wild Wings hasn't quite kept up with the latest trends in what folks are craving. It's like they're serving up the same old stuff while everyone else is trying out new flavors and options. All these challenges are adding up, and Buffalo Wild Wings is feeling the heat. Their sales are taking a hit, and they're struggling to keep their wings flying high. 2. IHOP. IHOP, famous for its fluffy pancakes and hearty breakfast dishes, finds itself facing some tough times this year. You know, with everything going on, like the pandemic and all, it's been hard for them to keep up with the changes. See, a big part of their business used to be folks coming in to dine at their restaurants. But with all the safety concerns and people preferring to stay home, that dine-in crowd isn't showing up like before. And it's not just that. IHOP has been trying to jazz up their menu, you know, to keep things fresh and exciting for their customers. But for some reason, it's just not clicking with folks. Maybe they're not quite hitting the mark with what people want these days. So with fewer people coming in and their menu changes not quite hitting home, IHOP is feeling the pinch. Sales are dropping, and they're having to close up some of their stores. It's tough to see because IHOP has been around for so long, serving up those delicious pancakes and breakfast delights that many of us grew up enjoying. 1. Outback Steakhouse. Outback Steakhouse, that laid-back spot with the Aussie vibe and delicious grub, is having a bit of a tough time lately. You know, they're all about creating a chill dining experience and serving up those mouth-watering dishes inspired by Down Under. But this year, with everything going on, especially the pandemic, they're facing some real challenges. The thing is, Outback Steakhouse usually relies on folks stepping in for a dine-in experience. However, safety concerns and the trend of people choosing to stay home have hit them hard. The usual bustling dine-in scene isn't quite what it used to be. Instead, more and more people are opting for delivery or grabbing takeout, you know, just to stay on the safe side. But here's the kicker. It's not just about the shift in dining preferences. It seems like their menu isn't quite hitting the right notes with customers these days. Whether it's changing tastes or a desire for something different, their sales are taking a hit. Sadly, they've even had to close down some of their stores. It's tough for Outback Steakhouse navigating through these challenges, but they're working hard to adapt. Maybe they'll tweak the menu or come up with new ways to reach customers. We'll have to wait and see how they bounce back. As we've seen, 2024 has been a challenging year for many restaurant chains, with some of the biggest names in the industry facing unprecedented challenges. From shifting consumer preferences to operational difficulties, these chains are struggling to adapt to a rapidly changing landscape. As consumers, we play a crucial role in shaping the future of the restaurant industry. So let's support our favorite eateries and help them weather the storm. Don't forget to subscribe for more updates on the latest developments in the world of food and dining.